First of all, I am thankful to the ASSOCHAM for giving this opportunity to share our regulators' view and on the recent changes in the clinical trial regulations. I think all of you know the objective of conducting the clinical trials for the new drugs. The major objective is to ensure safety and efficacy of the drug on human beings. The clinical trials are regulated under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Under this act, the clinical trials are monitored, regulated by the central government under the national regulatory agency called Central Drug Standard Control Organization, from where I am representing today on this forum. So if you see why recently, I mean just 3-4 months back, we have given three notifications with respect to the clinical trial regulations in India. The main objective of changing these regulations in the clinical trials, mainly because of these concerns we have observed during last 4 years back. One of the major concerns in the regulation of clinical trials earlier is the ethics committee review. Generally, the ethics committees are responsible for review or approve of the protocol for conducting the clinical trials. But in India, 4 years back, there is no provision for monitoring the activities of the ethics committee. In fact, who are the members in the ethics committee? What is their composition? What is the quorum? What is the mandate? So there is no any clear regulations on the ethics committee. Even we understand that some of the ethics committees, even protocols have been approved even without meetings. So the regulators don't have any control on the ethics committees. So that was one of the major concerns. The another major concern reason for changing the clinical trial regulations is informed consent of the subject process. Generally, informed consents are in English. So because any subject before participation in the clinical trial, the investigator has to obtain that subject informed consent form. Generally, informed consent forms are in English language. These are not in the local language. It is also came to know that in many cases, investigators are not properly educated or not properly informed about the safety and any related adverse event of that drug to the subject. And also, informed consent forms appears to be signed blindly by the subject without having any background. So that was one of the concern. And another concern was the compensation for participation. There are so many attractions for the subjects, giving so much of money we will give if you participate in the trial. There are no proper monitoring of that activities. And also there was no any proper provision for paying of compensation for accidental injury or any serious adverse event. And another important concern for changing the regulations is even the review of clinical trial applications by our office. Even if you see, you must have gone through the Parliament Standing Committee observations. A review process by our office is also been questioned by the Parliament Standing Committee. That means we also involve the experts in the review process. Even Parliament Standing Committee is asked us, what is the criteria for identifying the experts? On what basis if you ask us at that time 4 years back, we don't have any criteria. Those were well-renowned doctors in India, so we identify them as experts. But they really point out what is the criteria, what is their experience, how do you identify the experts. So that's why we have some issues in the review process also. And another reason for clinical trials vaguely regulated that time was there was no provision for monitoring of clinical trials. There is no any mandate of the Central Drug Control Department to go for inspection of clinical trial sites. So now we have made a mandate. So these are the concerns that time. The another one of the major concern was the analysis of serious adverse events. So earlier our office, even till today also, we receive an average maybe 700 serious adverse events every month. To review this much of data, we need to have a robust mechanism with us. So whatever the death happens, everything, because that is the responsibility of the ethics committee. Earlier provisions, this is a responsibility of the ethics committee to review the serious adverse event, and any compensation need to be paid. That is the ethics committee will decide. Here these rules are not there. Rule 122 DAB, which gives regulations about the compensation in case of a trial related injury or a death.